Hello, it's Pat here. How's the crack, as we say in Ireland? And welcome to my YouTube channel, Sophia Bust. Or I hope you're checking out my blog site of the same name as well. I think I have about 16 blogs up there or something like that. I've left home about 6 weeks ago today. I started off in Bulgaria. Now I'm actually in Skopje in Macedonia, and just want to do like a brief vlog. This week's vlog is I've just been discussing something on my blog, and seeing is kind of believing. So I just want to show people Skopje is a strange, it's a nice, but it's a bit strange as well, and it's got a bit of recent like controversial history. And especially where I am at the moment, I'm actually in Macedonia Square. So basically the story is that in 2010 the government at the time decided that they weren't quite happy with the city centre of the capital, Skopje, and they decided that, okay, look, just get rid of it and we'll lock it down and we'll build something better. So what turned out, what started as €80 million plan, turned out they've only just found out recently, because that government got kicked out back in 2014 or 15, and they just found out that 80 million went up to 700 million. So that's quite a jump, and it's hugely controversial here, especially in a country where the average wage is about €350. There's a lot of money has been spent here, and it looks nice and it looks a bit tacky, but everyone knows like there was no way there was 700 million spent here. So a lot of money went astray, and that's pretty tough for a country like this to take. Like, they're not in the EU, so they didn't get any money like towards this project from the EU or anything like that. So it's hugely controversial. And I don't think the local people just like it the way it looks. It's just like everyone just like, oh my god, like where's all that money gone? So just to give you an idea of the area, so as I said, I'm in Macedonia Square. It's like the epicenter of the whole project. It's about 1 kilometre, so you don't need to go too far out of the city to see the regular city. So up there we'll see is the star of the show, and officially it's known as the warrior on horseback. That's the official name for it. But everyone knows that it's Alexander the Great. And the problem with that being a bit controversial is that although Alexander the Great was Macedonian, he came from the old kingdom of Macedonia, was in Greece as well. So that's where the controversy is, So a lot of Greek people are saying, hey, what's Alexander the Great doing in your capital city? And they're saying, oh no, that's the warrior on the horseback, So obviously it's put up there for tourist reasons, and it's like, I like it, it's very imposing, and you can't miss it, that's for sure, So that's the star of the show. So don't call him Alexander the Great. I don't maybe call him Colin Farrell, after the Irish actor who played Alexander the Great in that really bad movie. So I'll just take a walk down here just to give you an idea of it. It's like I said there was a couple of parks here in the centre, and they got demolished to make way for this. So that's another controversial reason. And I've never seen so many statues in my life. I think there's a statue for everyone in Macedonia. I'm here almost like 3 weeks at this stage. I wouldn't be surprised if I'll bump into a statue. So there was a lot of, I think the artists really went to town here. I did read in one of the papers that one guy charged €300,000 in expenses. Hi, how's it going? So the €300,000 in expenses, and that was without any receipts. So I read some of the paper where you guys says, well look, we'll just have to take his word. But I think that's the big problem here. Said the wages here are €350. So if you look down there, See, the problem is, like, I'm walking around it. I don't know, am I in ancient Greece? Am I in ancient Rome? Am I in ancient Macedonia? Or am I actually in Disneyland? Because that's what some people have called it, you know. They've called it Disneyland, you know. Because, like, it's, what you're looking at here is only 4 years old. So over there to the left, thanks be to God, it's not 4 years old. It's 800 years old, and that's the stone bridge, which was built during the Ottoman Empire, the Turkish period, you know. So, and across there, there's the bazaar, which is also about 800 years old. I actually overheard a guy the other day complaining that they seem to have spent a lot of money here on this side, but the place over there looks a bit old. Yeah, it is old. It's like 800 years old, and it's beautiful old. But what you're looking here is like 4 years old, and 700 million euro. So down there, you have a lot of bars and restaurants then flowing off the river, which is really lovely. It's quite packed there this time of the year. It's late August 2018, so there's another couple of weeks in the peak tourist season, you know. So and of course there's an Irish bar down there selling, as usual, the most expensive drink in the city. I haven't gone into it. You know, might be Irish, but if I can get a beer for €1 cheaper, I ain't going in there. So that's like just I see there another bit of the statues. So that's just to give you an idea what I've been talking about on my blog the last week or so. So it's, as I said, it's very strange. I can't make up my mind if I like it or if I don't. I remember the first time I seen it, I was like, "Whoa, man, look at that!" But I did think like that. I didn't think they were historic buildings. I didn't realise that they were 4 years old. You know, like I didn't think. I'm not sure if it's like, if I think it's like ancient Macedonia or you know, those Roman columns in Las Vegas. So it's lovely. You know, this is where everyone comes. You know, people are down there by the river and all that. You know, as I said, it's high summer. I think this is where the New Year celebrations go as well. But definitely, I have noticed one thing. I think it's the poorest country in the region. I have noticed you go into supermarkets and, you know, it's not cheap in the supermarkets. It's like comparable to supermarkets in Western Europe. And it's a lot more expensive than I found out in Bulgaria and Kosovo. So, you know, all this stuff is feeding into taxes, you know. So that 700 million has to come from somewhere. So look, that's it. It's just to give you an idea what I've been speaking about on my blog. So it's goodbye from me, and it's goodbye from the warrior on the horseback, or Colin O'Farrell the Great. It's not Alexander the Great. He is. Okay, so that's it. Take it easy. Bye.